Now question number 3. In the question number 3 we have given a combined equation, that is 5x square minus 8xy plus 3y square, which is equal to 0. Okay, from this combined equation we have to identify the combined equation of a line which are passing through the origin. Okay, and that line is perpendicular to the line which we will obtain from this equation. Okay, that means suppose we have these two equation is given, this two line is given. Okay, the combined equation of this line is this one. Okay, this is the combined equation of these two line. Now we have to identify the combined equation of a line which is perpendicular to this, that is L1 is the perpendicular to this line, and there is another line which is perpendicular to this, is suppose this is L2 which is perpendicular. Now we have to identify the combined equation of L1 and L2. Okay, now from this combined equation I will get the, suppose this is M1 and this line is the first equation, this is M1 and this is M2. M1 and M2 we have the two line whose combined equation is this one. Okay, now from this equation I will get the equation of M1 and M2, and we know that the relation between the perpendicular line, so slope of this line is a negative reciprocal of slope of this line, so I will get the slope of this line. Similarly the slope of this line is a negative reciprocal of slope of this, so I will get the slope of this line. Okay, now slope of line L1 is known, we can obtain, and this line is passing through the origin because it is given in the question. And similarly the slope of line L2 we have, and this line is again passing through the origin, so we will get the equation. We have the equation of L1 and L2, so we can identify the combined equation. So first of all we will identify the separate equation of line M1 and M2. Okay, so to identify the separate equation that we have already solved in the question number 2, so you multiply first, and that is factorization sum, so 15 you will get. You have to identify the factor such that is 5x square minus 5xy minus 3xy plus 3y square. Now from here you will get the separate equation, so you take here 5x common, so bracket x minus y, here you take minus 3y common, so inside the bracket you will get x minus y, which is equal to 0, obvious. Now 5x bracket, again I am writing this equation 3y bracket x minus y, which is equal to 0. Okay, now the equation you will get equation will become x minus y is equal to x minus y, then bracket 5x minus 3y, which is equal to 0. So first equation we have x minus y is equal to 0, and the second equation we have 5x minus 3y, which is equal to 0. Okay, now you can take this is equation, or you can name anyone. This equation of this is M1 and this is the equation of line M2, so you will get y is equal to x, so you will get here you will get 3y, which is equal to 5x. So when you compare you will get the slope of line will become 1, and here the which is implies y is equal to 5x upon 3, so slope line will become 5 by 3. Therefore line you can write M1 and line M2 from the diagram. So therefore slope of line L1 will become minus 1 because they are perpendicular, so negative reciprocal, and slope of line L2 is equal to minus 3 by 5. Okay, negative reciprocal. Since line L1 and L2 are passing through origin, Therefore equation of L1 is, that is y is equal to mx, so y is equal to minus x, so y plus x is equal to 0. Okay, from this one, and name this. Now equation of line L2 is, that is y is equal to mx, because this is passing through the origin, the c will become 0. So we have y is equal to minus 3 upon 5x, so y 5y is equal to minus 3x, so 3x plus 5y, which is equal to 0. Equation 2. Therefore combined equation of line L1 and L2 is product of these two lines, that is y plus x bracket 3x plus 5y, which is equal to 0. Okay, now we can multiply. We know that how to solve the equation. So y bracket 3x plus 5y plus x bracket 3x plus 5y, which is equal to 0. Now I can multiply 3xy plus 5y square plus 3x square plus 5xy, which is equal to 0. Okay, now you can add this one. So we have 3x square plus 5y square plus 8xy, which is equal to 0. So this is the combined equation of a line which are perpendicular to the given line and passing through the origin. Okay, remaining sum that you can solve. Okay, only we have to remember, just we have to identify the separate equation, and then we have to identify the slope of that separate equation. From that separate equation you will identify the slope of a required line which is perpendicular. So we know that the relations are negative reciprocal of each other. Okay.